what we realize, what we learn from selling specifically or buying or studying the luxury market is that people don't give a shit about price. We all think that there's a money objection. But I'll tell you what, I know a lot of broke girls who got iPhones and Louis bags. I know a lot of people who are driving cars they can't afford. I know a lot of people who are living in houses they can't afford. I know a lot of people have a closet full of designer stuff and have mountains of credit card debt. Why? Why is that? Because people don't buy what makes sense. They buy what they want to be. They buy who they want to be. They buy how they want to feel. The problem is, and we know this, that there's other things, a lot of us who have shopping addictions and retail addictions. And look, I've looks like Ryan's in one right now, as a matter of fact. But
I'm getting there.
You're working. Attaboy, get in the ring. It's like we know that, so many of us, we all spend a lifetime chasing feelings, man. I mean, that's what we're always doing. I mean, hopeless romantics are chasing love. We're chasing Disney, fantasy stories, magical, fairy tale endings. It's never about our reality in what's in front of us right now. It's what we want, who we want to be. And so that is what we really need to help people get clarity about. And it is also about simplifying your whole life marketing and offer, right? So it's in order to be more clear and focus on this and make this a kind of center point or North Star in your life. There's also other ways that you can get more clear and simplify. And I've always said simplicity leads to clarity, and clarity leads to confidence. This is something that's within some of our trainings, and I say it quite often. But it really boils down to looking at our life and saying, what can I take out of it to make my life more simple so I can be more of who I want to be? And for me, it was things like simplifying my wardrobe, simplifying my food choices on a daily basis. For my business and my offer, it was taking away all of the shit that I thought was important and only talking about the things that I realized that was important to my customers or my potential customers. And usually those things in some ways they're the same, but usually you have to peel back layers of the onion and sort of clear away the clutter for you to get to what's really important to your customer. And we've talked about that here on this episode this morning. It's been a masterclass. What did we leave out? And bring us home, brother.
Yeah, I mean, the only last piece of the puzzle is really the experience that they're going to have in doing business with you, right? So like, for me, I also like going into the store and looking at the stuff and trying the stuff and talking to the person and looking at the different things next to each other, right? So that's all part of it. So, in your marketing, you could also, you also want to make sure you communicate that the experience of getting to what they want and getting the transformation and getting all the things that you're offering, that's got to be good too. And so it all falls under the same umbrella. Because if at any point there's any confusion or if there's any hesitation because I don't think I'm going to like this part. That's why, like with Dave's example before, people, they go into debt and they buy stuff that makes them feel good now because that whole process makes them feel good. And then they never get out of that hole because budgeting and not doing that doesn't feel good, right? It's like, it's a hard thing to do. It's not. Plus, look at the negative status impact. And now I just downgraded my car, right? My neighbors can see that. I've got junkers in my drive. There's so many little things that drive the decisions that people make, and the experience is a really, really big part of it, of getting to the transformation, right? So, but yeah, I mean, if you could focus on the transformations, you could focus on the experience, you could focus on all the things that the customer actually cares about, the status, the way they're going to feel, who they're going to be when they get done with the process, as opposed to the details. They don't care about the details. They only care about the details when it's necessary, usually after they've bought, to actually get the thing that they want. It's like, okay, it's like give them what they want on the front end, and then give them what they need on the back end.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want, right? We'll use the funnel example, right? They don't want to build funnels. They don't care about funnels. They don't even care to know what a funnel is. But when they go in and they start their business, they realize, oh, I need a funnel, right? Now it's important. Now it has value. The value around the funnel's now been created to the point where you'll pay enough attention to learn how to do it, because I need this piece in order for this business to work, right? In order for me to get this outcome that I originally wanted. And right, I have the clarity because I see the path of getting there, because I've been taught. But the only reason I listened to get taught is because I saw value in how I was going to feel or what my total outcome was going to be. And I know that's a mouthful, but the details you could almost always just leave out, because really nobody actually cares, right? It's just going to be the experience of transformation, the status, and all those things.
If you got value from this video, would you please like that button below and also leave me a comment? I try to read them all. And of course, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel for more money-making videos as often as I can get them out to you. Go ahead also, if you want to learn more about making more money online and more different ways to make money online, then click that link in the description right down below, and I'll see you on the next video.